McDisis, and this is Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. This game is interesting because it's better than Dead Rising 2. Anyway, I want to do marathon commentary for the true ending. This includes overtime and stuff like that. We're going to do a no reset run to kind of go through everything and see how it goes. How's it going, Cloud? Hope you're doing good. You're in Smurf queue. It happens. Anyway, time actually begins once you begin. There's a countdown for you. It's in the beginning of the game. It says 3, 2, 1. And to do Dead Rising as a true ending, 1, we do have a load remover, so it's kind of nice. The loads don't count against you. 2, you just have to have live split and all that, but it's pretty straightforward. We use a mod called Timeskip, which modifies files to let us kind of skip everything in between. Anyway, fun fact, the first 3 minutes of this game, you knee drop. That's it. I know that sounds kind of weird. You just knee drop. I actually kind of want to submit this to marathons without the first 3 minutes. The whole idea, though, is that we need to knee drop for 2 reasons. 1, I need a lot of zombie kills. 2, I need a lot of money. So having both of these gives me experience and dosh. So you're just going to see Frank shatter his kneecaps for the next few minutes. Very often they want to use the grinders. Nope, you just go outside the ring, start knee dropping. The way I do this is I jump, I pull down, I push down, and I push right trigger. By doing that, you can knee drop. Ideally, you want to kind of get low hops so you don't get slapped like that, but, you know. You want to kind of get between anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000. The more money you get, the better this is. 40K is ideal, though. So, ideally I want to do level 2, because that's going to get more stock early, which means more skateboards and more intitles. And then as well, the money actually is going to be very important in this game, because Dead Rising 2 invented a money mechanic, which is really, really weird, and we can get more into that later. The intro of this game is also really weird, because it's a lot of waiting. Also, the money amount's going to be also kind of awkward, because it's going to say like, oh, you're at like 10,000. You'll see like green numbers adding up the entire time. So, like, you'll see, like, a really big delay where it says, oh, you got gold. They're only, like, 11,000. It's just a delay in money. See? Kind of like that. But, yeah, this is pretty much it. Frank West shatters his knee for 3 minutes. There's a lot more I can say about this, but really, it's just shattering your knee for 3 minutes. It's pretty great, isn't it? Just Frank West, destroyer of kneecaps. The ironic part is the knee surgery cost $50,000, and he only made $40,000. I should probably make $30,000, because that's in the best. We have a minute, though. We can see what happens. Things will change around. Okay, if you're wondering what's the difference between good knees and bad knees, if you're taking these stumbles, that's bad. You want to kind of, like, go without stumbling. We did get gold, though, so that's nice. That's going. Not bad. Alright, come on. And then also keeping groups of zombies. You kind of want to stay in the same grouping, because very often they don't die immediately. So, you know, kneeing them multiple times would yield multiple deaths. Well, he's in Vegas. Does Frank West look like he's in Europe? He's in Vegas. Hell, they're probably going to mark up the cost of knee surgery in Vegas. They're used to it. Also, I heard there's a TK and Salty the entire time, and this is definitely the better move. Like, you know what you're supposed to do? You're just, like, go to the grinders, and then that helps. But, yeah. Alright, I got about, like, maybe 35,000. That's actually not bad. So that actually gets where I needed to get. Also, these are old splits if you're wondering how the hell I'm goaling this. Okay, and now that we're entering the game, Phase 2. This is going to be kind of weird, but you hold down Start in between loads. The reason why is because holding down Start allows you to instantly skip cutscenes. It's immediate.
Check me out.
Also, I hope you appreciate Frank being a thicky bitch, because, yeah, he is very thick. I know, the force Frank is going on that, he is not cushioning any blows. He is full knee dropping, shattering his kneecap. He's killing people with that name. Now, time for an entertaining part of the run. How's it going, Boop? Hope you're doing good. We're gonna wait for like 2 minutes. If you're wondering why, every split here is in a gold, because these are old splits I kind of just have for the route, so it should be good. Anyway, the game wants you to take pictures of these two. You don't need to. We just wait. There's no need to take pictures. In fact, it's slower, so we don't want to do it. As well, there's these things, which are old Terror's reality props. But my favorite is the in-Capcom joke, because Capcom's a mature studio. There's dildos and mayo. Because, you know, dildos and mayo, you know what that means. You see, Capcom has a lot of highbrow humor such as this that you can find around the game. like Uranus Zone, which is a new addition to Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. Now, let's talk about some of the differences between Dead Rising 2 Off the Record and Dead Rising 2. Dead Rising 2 has really weak boards, which is the main reason I like this game. As well, you get to play as Frank West. And the final boss and encounters change a lot in Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. So overall, this one's going to be a lot better for what we want to do. As well, it's actually a lot more generous, the missions are better, and there's just a lot more you can do with it. So, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record is the better. If you're wondering why we do that and not Dead Rising 2, those are the main reasons. Some people like Dead Rising 2, but the biggest thing is the fact that boards are going to be, like you'll see, boards are made out of concrete in this game. They just last forever. Boards in this game on a base take 9 hits. Dead Rising 1, 3 hits. Dead Rising 2, 2 hits. So you can see why I like this game. You just can bore through everything, especially when you get 2 magazines. It's like times 27 times 3. Whatever that number is. So it's weird. But yeah, once these 2 finish, we're going to begin our next part, which will be saving some dank time save in. If you're wondering, what's the trick? Well, we're going to get our ass kicked. Immediately. So the strategy is don't get kicked by the guy on the left who doesn't have the pipe. You want to get punched by him or spat on. That's ideal. And then we're seeing get beat to death with the pipes, because the pipes are ideal. Getting punched is actually really good. And getting spat on is also good. You want to get your ass kicked just like so. Alright, hold on one more. There we go. Very well done. Very well done ass beating. Okay, and now, time for the next part, where we actually get to the prologue. Now, it's just be the camera tutorial. It's unique to this game. This is where Dead Rising 2 starts. And can you win that fight? You can, but it takes longer than just getting your ass kicked. So, now we're in the prologue. You're wondering, what are we going to do? What makes it fast? We're just going to die again. So we're just going to run into the fire. So Frank West has destroyed his knee. He's got the, he got beat up, and now he's burning to death. A true hero of the people. See? A true hero of the people, chat. A true hero of the people. By the way, some random dude just saves Frank from the intro, and then everyone calls him a hero. Like, I want to point this out to you. We're going to be walking out of the safe house, and everyone's going to be like, I can't believe you're such a hero. Because the game didn't expect you to fail, because it's not that hard to pass the intro. Like, it's kind of surprising. It's really not that hard to pass the intro. And the game didn't think you would actually fail, so watch. You'll see once you get to the actual, area. Like, look at the girls, look what they say, listen. They're like, hey, thanks for saving me. And, all you did was get your ass kicked. And then stand in a fire while some other guy did all the work. And as I mentioned, for every loading screen, I'm kind of holding the pause button. So there's, usually little cutscenes that play throughout. I'm avoiding those. So just keep that in mind. That's happening quite a lot. Not every loading screen's going to have it, but the more you play, you'll kind of get the feel for it. Ideally, though, it's just kind of a good nature that if you're in a loading screen, hold down pause. It won't pause the game, but you'll be good otherwise. Okay, so now, what we're going to be doing is we need money. We're not picking up that key yet, but we will need a lot of money. I probably could have taken that key, but we'll see what happens. We're going to need our skateboards. Dead Rising runs and skateboards. What a beautiful combo, right? We're also taking a gun, because that's what a skateboard shop has. So we need 3 boards. This is going to help us throughout the run. And now we're going to be going over to the medical shops for something called Zombrex. This game has a mechanic called Zombrex. You need to take it every day. It's actually not that bad. However, before we go get Zombrex, what we're going to do is we're actually going to get dressed. We're going to get our sports fan cleats. So, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record has different outfits, and some of the outfits actually give you boosts on what you can do. These are available on the base game for Off the Record. They're actually downloadable content for 2, but they're base game stuff for Off the Record. So, I'm actually going to be able to save a lot of time by getting a special outfit, which is going to make me run faster throughout the game, and it gives me more help for snacks and, alcohol. It's kind of weird. But it's one of those things that's worth grabbing now, so I don't have to worry about it later. Anyway, here's, the tutorial fight with looters. It's really easy. Just shoot them in the head. Don't worry, like most people, they die from headshots. Alright, they're dead. And we level up from that. See? Easy peasy. We get inventory increase from this. It's pretty stable with the way I've been playing it. As well, we get our pharmacy key in the Zombrex. We don't need the gun anymore. We just need it for that one fight. Back to boards. Now, this is Denise. If you're low on experience, you can talk to her, but we're actually pretty good on experience, so we're just going to ignore her. Alright, now, we're going upstairs. Up the stairs, we're going to find a magazine. This magazine is going to give us our first board. I think it's a sports magazine. It's right in the back, right behind self-help. And, skateboarding really is self-help. That's what I learned from Tony Hawk. If you ever played a Tony Hawk game, it really is self-help. I recommend it. They're fun. Oh, right. So, we're going to make our way now down. And since we got everything from Sport Trance and the, the other key, Key 666, we can go back to the safe house. I should mention, by the way, the keys are going to come in handy later, because Dead Rising 2 introduces the concept of money. As I mentioned, we're going to need a lot of money, so this is going to come in handy later. In addition, for true ending, we actually need a little bit more money than you'd expect. This can happen in a few ways. You can beat up ATMs, you can gamble, you can just find money lying around. There's a lot of ways of doing this. It's Vegas. You can make money. Alright, now we get to the next case. Let's see how this goes. Oh, wait. Yeah, that works. The cool thing about Dead Rising 2 off the record as well is actually a very safe game because every, like, screen will checkpoint you. A lot of people don't expect this because Dead Rising 1 was mean. This game is very polite. Like, if you die in a boss fight, it's okay. You just load it. So it's not that bad. As well, for chat, I just want to mention, if you have any questions about the run or anything, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to answer right now. It usually just sort of comes up. Also, we're going to learn about combo weapons, just like a minor tutorial. We're going to ignore it entirely. We use maybe 1 or 2 combo weapons the entire game. It's not any of the ones you're thinking, by the way. It's really weird which ones are actually good. Anyway, there's actually another glitch you can do. By getting the camera out, you can actually... what's the word? Oh, hold on. We have to go over here. There we go, to the Americana casino. By getting the camera out, you can actually dead stop, and it'll save you some time over just regular stopping. So regular stopping, a little bit slow. Dead stopping, good. And it can help you out on a lot of the doors. Anyway, we're actually going to the Americana because I'm going to need a few things. One, I'm going to be going over to the center divider here to get wine. See? Nice and easy. And I need wine for 2 reasons. 1, it's good to party. 2, having 2 things of wine will make something called Quick Step. Also, my board back, so I'm going to get my board back. No, not the cash register. The board. Thank you. Quick Step. It's very important for later, because this game has a really weird gimmick. And it's much nicer than the Dead Rising 1, I'll tell you that much. Also, I kind of went the wrong way with that. That's fine. There we go. 2. In the Americana Casino, there's going to be a special cosmetic that's going to add up to the cleats and the other things I had. And nice Kutasis, hopefully it's fun. That guy, Leap, by the way, that's a jump scare zombie. They wait around corners and they're annoying. So we're going to do some platforming right now. Through these lights, you're going to be finding the sports mask. Also, I think one of the keys on here might have money, but I can't remember. I'm going to pick it up just in case, because I think it might have some money I want.
Awesome.
I don't know how much it has, but I do need extra money, so it's going to come in handy. Anyway, the face paint. We need that. You can even see it says acquired. That means you're getting additional resources. And like I mentioned, jump scare zombies are going to be really annoying. They usually are. Normally, you don't go for this money, but all the money I'm going to grab actually does help quite a lot. So I'm going to want to make sure I grab that. Don't mind me losing time, by the way. The routing's a little bit different than it used to be. These splits I have are a bit older, so we're probably going to, like, breeze through these. Alright. And also, like, everything I listed in this split is essentially going to go away because I've already grabbed it. So it'll be all good. As well, you may notice I'm not really caring all that much about my board health. I want to keep the board alive, but ultimately I don't need to worry about any of the boards I have. They're more just so I have a full board at the end of this. For one, we're going to be getting a new magazine, which will buff the board even more and allow me to jump, which will come in handy later. 2, I'm gathering a lot of items, so these items will come in handy as we go. Anyway, the next place we have to go is the sex shop. Wink. Right? Who would have guessed, Azon? Who would have guessed? Nice Kutasis, very nice. So we're going to the sex shop, because that's going to have the Viking helmet. That's the sports fan helmet. Now, I don't know what a Viking helmet and a sex shop have to do with each other, but I'm pretty sure there's some correlation there. I don't really wear a Viking helmet, so I can't really tell you all that much of how much it helps you. But, you know what? According to Dead Rising, that's its lying in the back of a sex shop, Viking helmets. We also come here for key 69. Ha! Ha! Get it? Hey, sit around, thank you for the host. Hope you're having a good day today.
Comfy.
So key 69, all these things are going to give me like a variety of Zombrex and money. Overall, the routing's pretty nice right now, so it's good. It's good routing. Thank you, game. Can you imagine I lose time in comparison to the actual thing? I should be golding. I hope I get gold. I should be keyword. Okay, now that we're in the Palisades Mall, we're going to be getting our last stuff. For one, we are going to be... Let's see. Going to the toy store and grabbing this book. I don't need the skateboard anymore, by the way. And that's why I wasn't worrying about it. Because now we have 2, and I have the ability to jump. And jumping is going to be very important for a few things coming up. 2. Now, I'm actually going to need a key. There we go. And now I need one more key. That key helps, and one more key ought to give me the money I need. Tell me I can also beat up these machines. We should be fine. Alright. There's going to be another key we get in the next area, but for this spot, we should be good to go. And we're also going to get on our sporting outfit. And alright, now we have the full sports fan clothes. We have all the buffs. We're going to be moving faster. We're going to have a lot of benefits. I can eat food out of the trash. It's a dream. Moving faster, eating trash, being able to drink all the booze you want. What more could a man ask for, right? What more could a man ask for? I actually don't know how good or bad the splits I'm comparing against are, by the way. But we'll see. Because they're co-op splits I had from a while back, and I just wanted to have them for the sake of having them. Okay. So now, I'm going to do a little trick called the moon jump. What you do is whenever you go up a ramp, if you hold down jump and jump mid-ramp, you can get some air, some sick air. That's a glitch, and it will help quite a lot later on. It should be fun. Right now as well, we're going to be going up here for 2 reasons. 1, gets me away from zombies. 2, we have more routing to do. And I'm going to need a gun, because guns are important, because we're going to be fighting our first boss soon. And I don't want to fight the boss empty-handed. As well, I mentioned the boarding doesn't really matter, because I'm getting rid of most of my boards anyway. So there we go, we have 1 board left, and now I have all of our resources. Lastly though, what I'm going to do is jump into the fountain. There's a key in here. We need this key. Alright. See, pretty good. Alright, and now, did I play Dead Rising 4? I did, it was terrible. Yep, that's what it does. It makes you move faster, it makes everyone around you move faster, you can eat trash, snacks are healthier, and I think throwable objects are stronger. I think. I think those are the benefits. Anyway, here's now the mission. Hey, I actually saved some time on this one. Look at that. I golded. See, we're doing good. Okay, now I did a lot of preparation. Why did I do it? You're about to see, because it's going to come in handy. Alright, so this is an auto-scroller. However, I can actually save some time. I want Rebecca to follow me. For one, I'm going to wait. Rebecca will follow me. And I'm going to pick up this key. Alright, there she is. For right now, it's all nice and slow. What we're going to do... There is a Dead Rising 4. Don't pull that. That's lame. Embrace failure. It's okay. We don't reject failure here. If I rejected failure, I wouldn't be streaming. So we're waiting on Rebecca here because she wants us to take a bathroom break to teach you about game saving. We don't need to worry about that. But what we are going to do is we're going to skip this dialogue, and we're going to talk to her. Okay, now that she's going to be yellowing it, time to run. Quick step, that makes us run faster. Now Rebecca's going to be lightning fast, as you can see in her little portrait. This is good, because normally she's really slow running through this, and you have to wait for her. This way, she's going to be bolting it. I don't care about my speed, I care about her speed, because she's on rails. Alright, and also, so she doesn't slow down, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be murdering a couple of looters. There's a lot of looters in this area. This is why I got the LMG for 1. I want to make sure they're dead. I want to make sure she doesn't have anything interrupted on her. So I want to make sure I kill all the looters nice and early. I waited on the drink because, as you saw, there's a wee bit of a pause in between. So this way, there's no pausing. Can you die? Thank you. There she is. See? She's just be like jump scared, like, oh no, people are coming. But this way, you're good. See? And now she's speeding. Alright, now we have one more thing we gotta do. I'm gonna need another key. It's very important I grab another key. You can even say my split says 3 keys. The next key we're gonna grab is right here. We're actually gonna jump over the speaker and let Rebecca run. Hopefully she'll get there in time. We're just gonna destroy this chair down here. See? Frank West is so fat he breaks chairs. We should have all the keys in due time. I kind of want Rebecca to keep running, so normally staying near her kind of does it. The AI in this game are a lot smarter than in Dead Rising 1, so that's always kind of a plus. But she'll make it in time. Anyway, while we're waiting on her, what we're going to do is party, because this is Vegas. If you're low on health or just need to pick me up, this trash can always has vodka. You know, as Vegas does. Vodka. So we're just gonna chug. Alright, and now we're just gonna wait for Rebecca to catch up. Once she's kind of near the door, we can open it. And then we're good to go. See? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. And now I grab this key in here.
Look at that.
I played Dying Light? I have not played Dying Light. So now I got everything we need, we can go back to the safe house. We can go back, we all get nice and good, and begin the next set of chapters. So it shouldn't be too bad whatsoever. See, it works well. And I know there is no meme. I know that there is no blank meme. It's not a good meme. It's always been lazy. Embrace failure. It's much more proud. That means you're afraid of something else. I'm not afraid of bad video games. Bad video games are afraid of me. That's the stance I live by. And see, we can just kind of skate our way back. Generally, same thing applies. Avoid getting hit on too many zombies. Just sort of go. Nothing too wild here. I mean, I've heard of Dying Light. I've seen it. I own it. I just haven't played it yet. That's fine. Alright. So, the next boss is probably one of my favorite parts of the game. Also, I hope I have enough money. I think I might. Either way, if I don't, it'll be easy to make it back. I'll just beat up a vending machine. So, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But, this next case should be pretty straightforward. We're going to be getting into our first boss fight of the game, Brandon. Also, we're going to be going to Uranus, chat. It's Uranus Zone. Get it? 'Cause this game's fucking stupid. Like, I like this game. Also, Gordon is dead. I'm sorry. I don't know how it happened, but Gordon died. Boo! Hey, I'm not the one who named it. I'm not the one who named it. Just saying, I'm not the one who named it. I'm not the one who named it. Just saying. Okay, so we're making our way over to Uranus Zone, but there's going to be something very particular about this. We're going to be doing a lot of tricks at once, so I'm going to try explaining all of it as we go. First things first, hope you got good with the skateboard. Very important. Because the boarding is going to come in very handy right now. As I mentioned, the moon jump is a very important trick. Not only can it help you avoid zombies, it also will be used for parts of the run. It can get you a lot of height, as you can see. We're going to need this height. This height is very important. Okay. So right now, we're just going to make our way over to the main plaza, and we're actually going to start a boss fight, but we're not going to do it. We're not going to do the boss fight coming up, but we will start it, because we will do that boss fight. I'm saying I will. I'm saying we will. Just don't expect it early, okay? Because this boss fight is probably the one people most remember about this game, if they remember this game. It's the one with Chuck Green. In Uranus Zone, see? Or by Uranus Zone. See, you can see his motorcycle. So, here's how you fight him. We ignore him. We'll fight him later. We don't need him now. We need him later. So, in Uranus Zone, we need to grab a lot of things, but then our routing on items are almost done, actually. We're actually really close to being done with all, like, the major routing for all this stuff. And it's all going to come to fruition with all those keys I grabbed. First things first, I like to go up these stairs, but you can also go in the bar. I like to make this little jump, because I think it's neat. And then I use the little camera cancel to kind of get back in action. If you go behind here, you can actually find a Zombrex. And we're going to need the Zombrex because we need a lot of Zombrex, not only for ourselves, but for true ending, we actually need an additional one. Right now, I'm going to do a moon jump off this, and that's going to allow me to get up here. Normally, it's a series of platforming you have to do to get here, but as you can see, I got up here very quick, and that's Speedrun skip. Now, we're going to make our way into the little roof area right here. I'm going to do the camera trick once again just so I can fall in, and now I'm going to grab the key. This key is very needed. I think this is the one that actually gives us a gun or more money. Again, all this money is going to come in handy. Okay, so what happens now, I bet you're wondering. What happens now? Well, it's time to fight the first boss of the game. This is going to be Brandon, also known as the Dirty Hippie. That's his whole character arc. He's like a... He's like a... protester? But his fight's actually one of the hardest in the game, because right now I'm level 2. So, the cheese that we're going to do is I'm going to run in and out. By going in and out, Brandon's going to be running back and forth. And I'm just going to whale him with bullets the entire time. I'm not holding it down, I'm kind of tapping it, because by tapping it, I can get more damage on Brandon. You don't want Brandon getting close, because if Brandon gets close, he will hit you with glass and kill you with one shot. So, it's very rough. Also, this can happen if the day and night cycles not come together, but Brandon's dead, so that's a very good fight. I don't need the LMG anymore, so we can get rid of that. And actually save some time. I need Brandon's money, because this money will come in handy. It's very important I take his money.
Excellent.
Alright. Yeah, that was a really good Brandon. You want to keep weaving in and out. The riskiest thing is letting him get too close, because he will one-shot kill you. Do not mess with him. Do not mess with him. He will actually one-shot you on this difficulty. Alright, so now we're going into the vaults. This is new to Uranus Zone. This is new to this game. What's going to happen is I'm going to be opening everything. I'm getting a lot of Zombrex and a lot of cash. Like I mentioned, I need cash. I usually just grab the shotgun because it makes it easier to open this one for me. But, you know, it depends on how you go. Also, I need a lot of cash. You can see me running into all the money here. I need a lot of money. Usually the boxes you open are the same. There's no RNG. It's always the same boxes. I just tend to forget what boxes I need.
Thank God.
All of these boxes either have Zombrex or they have money. Also, this has money, so we take it. So the big thing that we really want from this as well, in addition to the money, we're also going to need a 6-shooter. And a massager. Look at that. It's a dildo. Chad, do you want the dildo? So now I have enough money. Actually, I have a lot more. I need even more money, too. So we're going to keep gathering money as we go. I got all the money I need for this section. Also, I like how I'm losing time here. This is because I'm doing a solo. These are co-op splits. Those are the only splits I had. So don't judge from losing time. This is actually fine. Okay. So, now I mentioned earlier, we got a revolver. What's going to happen is we are going to absolutely murder Chuck Green now. This boss fight can go one of two ways. Really good or really bad. It's usually a bit RNG dependent, depending on how he wants to drive. If he drives away like that, it's pretty bad, because I can't shoot him. Yep, that's what happens. Alright, ready to go. There he is. That's fine. Usually hitting him enough times should spiral him out of control, which I'm kind of unsure why he's not been spiraling. As well, you can see I'm kind of holding my shots. I'm not just rapid firing. The reason why is because Chuck Green does have invulnerability, so you want, like, it's better just to get him nice and close than it is to actually do much else, as you can see there. Alright, so why do we kill Chuck, though? Because Chuck's an optional fight. He's actually not mandatory. You don't need to fight Chuck. We want to fight him. That is the difference. We want to fight him.
Nice.
It happens, Halucha. It happens. So what Chuck Green's going to do is he's going to allow me to get the motorcycle later in the game. And sure, the boss fight takes a bit of time, but we're saving a lot of time as a result of this. You'll see we save a lot. As well, just so I can get some spare cash, I think what I'm going to do is take a minor detour here, just so I can break these slot machines. As I'm going to need a lot of money later. Alright. Let's go back. And now we can make our way back to the safe house and we finish Chapter 3. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of money, so it's going to add up. I can actually mess with this ATM. And I can do that a few times on the way back. I'm keeping this in mind right now, because later in the game, I'm going to have chances where I'm going to need the money, and it's going to come in handy, and I need to buy an extra Zombrex. There's one Zombrex in the game for true ending that you can buy. Alternatively, if you make enough money, in theory, you can also buy it, and maybe you can rat out another Zombrex. But all the Zombrex is actually really easy to get, and you don't actually take that much time to get it, so for the most part, it's all really convenient, because most of the stuff we get is already kind of in the game. Alright, so now that we're done with this, we're going to be getting the next case and kind of figuring more out about the story of the game, which is something's, you know, there's more than just Brandon being a hippie. There's a little bit more than that going on. What's going on, you might ask? Well, there's something sneaky. There's plots. Journalism. That's what's up, Chad. It's journalism. Is anything you learn about Dead Rising? It's journalism. So the current mission is we're going to make our way over to the Yucatan Casino. This place becomes really important. Like, you do a lot of stuff in the Yucatan. So knowing the casino routes is actually really important as you learn the game, but honestly, the way I can save for Dead Rising, the more you play the game, the more you will learn the game. Like, I know that sounds like, haha, just play the game, forehead. But, in all honesty, there's only one way to learn the lay of the land. You have to kind of play the game. I don't think you can just learn the game immediately. You're going to have to... You have to practice it. So just keep that in mind. Alright, and a few more, I think I should have enough money. I want to have 50,000 more than normal. Also, I have no idea how that glass broke. Jesus Christ. So, we're actually going through a series of casinos. We're going to start with the Slot Ranch. Also known as the Ram Ranch Casino, for some people. See, it all works out. So we go through here because this is the quickest way to get to the Yucatan. And where we actually want to go isn't the Yucatan, but the Palisades Mall, which is the mall where I got the skateboarding book, remember earlier, had the big fountain in the middle, I got the sports clothes there, it all adds up. But the quickest way to get there is actually going through all the casinos. Also, here's my favorite jump. You can jump really high. Also, a thing that happens here that you have to be careful about. Snowflake can happen. You can die by snowflake if you're not careful. Hint, you don't win a fight against a tiger, run. That is the moral of the story. Just run. You're not winning a fight against a tiger. If you want to beat him, or you want to beat Snowflake and Ted, what you do is you kill Ted and then you give Snowflake meat. It's actually really easy in this game. It's a lot harder in Dead Rising 2 base because it kind of sucks. But anyway, the reason we want to be here is because now we're going to be able to just make our way nice and through. And we're going to make our way over to the underground, which is right here. Which is why I want to be in the Palisades.
Jeez, where's the crybaby?
Okay, so the weird thing is, I kind of mentioned that this game has a lot of, like, stealth missions that aren't actually stealth missions. Like, this game tried to make you, like, oh, take pictures. Which I always kind of base it like, oh, slide 2, take pictures, get the reconnaissance, right? Nope, all you have to do is not do it. Watch. See? There's the picture mission, and now we're on the actual, like, chase mission. By the way, Frank West managed to jump on a moving train. I have the wrong gun. I don't need this gun. Get rid of it. Get out. So the way I do this... God. I killed this guy. Once I kill this guy, I chuck the OJ, and we're just gonna zoom down the board. We can move well enough if we keep hopping, we don't lose momentum, and then we can just make our way in here. And then, you just have to touch the back. You don't actually need to do these fights, you just need to touch the back. But if you don't kill those first guys, they'll tend to hit you in the back, which isn't very good. So honestly, not too bad right now, not too bad. As you will see. And we're going to be taking our next bout of Zombrex. Like I mentioned, not only are we taking this, you're going to have to give one to TK later. So, just keep that in mind. Okay, so case 4-1 is going back to the safe house. However, the next case is what we're kind of gearing up for. This is going to be breaking all the vaults. People are trying to steal things from the vaults. Also, I'm going to answer just so you get rid of it. People are going to be stealing things from the vaults. I want to stop them because that's bad. Also, this is where we get all our money because we need to steal from the vaults. Just also, another thing to mention, ignore the arrow. We're going back to the Americana because that's going to get us back to the safe house faster. The arrow's never right, and it's always really sad. Like, don't follow the arrow because it doesn't account for, like, stairs for some reason. So the fastest way back is going to the Americana, which is just over here. And then we just make our way up. Sometimes you can land a cool jump, like, kind of like that. Actually, that was exactly the jump I wanted to land. See? Sometimes you can land that jump. Usually I don't. So you got really lucky there, chat. You got to witness greatness. You got to witness greatness. Doesn't happen every day. Alright, also my experience is pretty low, but that's okay. What we're going to do before we head back is I'm actually going to take a detour right here to grab vodka. And we're just going to chug this shit. Alright, let's go. I want to be full health for the next chapter. It's very imperative. Also, like I mentioned, you want to make sure you avoid zombies. Very important. Because we want to keep this board lasting until chapter 7. Or case 7. If you keep it going until case 7, it's very good. You don't have to worry about much. You just sort of go. Alright, so the next case is really a fun one, and where I think a lot of people struggle the most. Like, I think of learning Dead Rising, the hardest case is the one coming up right now. And this is going to be a bit confusing, because you bet you're wondering, wait, what about, like, the final boss? What about, like, the other endgame bosses? Aren't they hard? No. They're actually not that difficult. The hardest case coming up is for 2, just because you have little health, you don't have resources, and you have a lot you gotta kill. There's a lot you need to do. I think with newer runners, and just, hell, even me in general, like, this is the case I feel like most people end up struggling on. Also, if you're wondering, why did I accidentally hit save? I missed a button. Okay, let's go. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies and a lot you need to hit at once. Also, Nervy Destroyer. He's a sports fan. He can do that. Hell, the sports fan outfit actually prevents you from getting drunk. It's kind of funny. But yeah, like I mentioned, the current thing we need to do is we're going to have to break open all the vaults. We're going to have to stop TK from doing it, but we also get a lot of money for our routing. We need $1 million by the mid-game, because that's going to help us out. With a mission, you actually need to do it. It's not even just a, oh, can you do it? No, you need to do it. So we're going to the Americana. This is our first stop. We want to do these in order because it's very, very nice this way. With the Americana, this is probably the easiest one. It's just a simple shoot. We're going to be using the 6-shooter I got, because it kills all the enemies in one shot. If you get a headshot, if you don't get a headshot, it takes a couple more. Apparently all the guns are pretty good with headshots, so you want to be really good on this, but you can see a lot of what's going on here. I whipped him. Alright, one more. Now, if you're wondering, how do you break it? How do you break the machines? Good question. Just use their guns. Their guns will be efficient. Good. Now, before you forget it, because this always happens, you need the money. You need the money. Like, it is a dire need. If you took damage, it's usually pretty good here to grab the coffee creamer, but otherwise, you can just leave. See? Alright, now we head back. If your skateboard here is red, it could be good to grab skateboards, but you don't need skateboards. This is a good place to have if you need extra skateboards. You're just kind of going to the ranch vault, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you need a skateboard, you can get them here. Otherwise, you can just keep moving. Also, just for my money routing, my own personal routing, I'm actually going to do this. Alright, that's good. My own personal money routing. Money. I think I should have enough now. I'm gonna find out once we finish this case, but we'll see how we're doing on money. I need 50,000 over what I normally need. Okay, Ranch Vault's probably the hardest of the few vaults. I think like this and Yucatan are the hard ones. If you beat Yucatan, you're home free. The reason why Ranch Vault's hard is because it's a lot longer than you think. For one, you have enemies kind of just right out of the intro. That's actually fine. And actually, these enemies aren't hard. It's it comes afterward that's the hard part. Again, you just want to get your headshots in, as well as be like 4 guys back here. So just pop, 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 pop. Steal one of the guns. And I actually like just to dive over here. Now, if you're low on health, what you want to do is you want to grab the whiskey. There's whiskey in that room next to us. That does help. But otherwise, get the money and get out. My health isn't actually that bad, but however, for the safety of this run, whiskey. Usually because there's going to be a guy or two shooting out here. See, there he is. So, what I'm going to be doing is kind of weird. You go on the left side on the reverse conveyor belt. Why do I go on this conveyor belt? Because, oh, it's slower, isn't it? Well, one, just keep jumping. Hold on. There we go. 1, just keep kind of going. 2, the left side, normally, if you don't take too much time, will prevent you from getting shot, because it's a bit harder to shoot you with all the zombies around. They actually do shoot zombies. The bullets don't only hit you. The bullets will hit the zombies. So you can kind of see I'm avoiding all the right side, because all the little soldiers, all the mercenaries are on the right. So on the left, no worries. See? Nice and easy. Okay, so Yucatan Vault, this is where it gets kind of weird and a bit confusing. We don't need the 6-shooter anymore. I know it's a good weapon. We still have like 14 shots in it. We don't really need it. What we're going to need to do is actually go up here for the LMG. And I can actually do this, because this will probably level me up. He didn't die. That's fine. How did he not die? There we go. Wow, he didn't level me up yet. Either way, I'm not going to worry too much. I'll probably level up once I get to the vaults. You actually want to use the level up coming up as a free life. So kind of wait outside of the area here. There we go. You can use this gun or the LMG. It doesn't really matter. You just need to use one of the guns. Make sure you're getting headshots. That's the important part. Headshots all day long. See? So, here's the thing with the LMG, if you're wondering, because we're going to need the LMG for more than just this. 1, break the drill. It doesn't matter how many bullets you have. You only need 1 bullet. You need at least 1 bullet. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how much you got, you just need 1. Also, I should be good on money routing, so I don't need any more money. I think I've gathered more money than I needed, in fact. Better safe than sorry, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going back to the Silver Strip. That's the main kind of plaza area. And if you have at least one bullet in the LMG, you did good. If you don't have any bullets in the LMG, you need another LMG. It's very important we take it. There we go. So that's a good Yucatan. Tony Hawk is good. Also, I want to mention these splits aren't accurate. These are co-op splits. I just didn't have splits I had for this category because I'm doing true ending all the time. I usually do regular ending. So, we opened up the motorcycle earlier in the game. What we're going to do now is use the LMG with it, and that's going to give me a motorcycle with guns. Why is this good? Well, just see for yourself. Yeah, we are. Watch. So, normally you have to kill a truck, an armored van, covered with mercenaries. However, with the motorcycle... GG. I like to drive it roughly about here, because this is where the mission ends. But yeah, there you go. And that is much, much easier than having to do it alternatively. Like, keep going, get this. Okay, now I got a few things we need to do. One. We're actually gonna do a... What? Weed whacker, okay. I didn't know the weed whacker can break a motorcycle. Alright, good. Also, good with that. For one, we need to go to the barbecue place. You remember that we saw that earlier? That is where we're going right now. I want to ignore those two. We actually need to open the Imagination Shop. This is the looter store. The looters are going to sell me a couple of things. Also, I like to hop on the motorcycle while that's happening. Now, we're going back to the Americana. One finale boss kill? Kind of. I would say so, maybe. So the reason we're going to the Americana is because this is where we get intel. We learn things. And the Americana is going to allow me to just go. We're going to learn about who's behind, who's giving them the scoop, who's teaching me about things. A minor skip you can do is if you're good at the moon jump, just moon jump on these stairs. You'll get to the cutscene faster. See? And now I take Zombrex once again, and now we're going to 5-2. This is where we're going to need $1 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't currently have $1 million. You know what I do have? I think there's some barbecue ribs up here. I didn't find the ribs. I'm sorry. There's the ribs. I whiffed the ribs. It's okay. Right now, we're going back to the Platinum Strip. This is going to be a weird skip. A very weird skip coming on up. No ribs? Exactly. So, you think it would be faster to skateboard to the Yucatan, because that's where we're going, but it's actually not. Skateboarding's not that quick. There's actually a motorcycle on the lower half here. However, there's one caveat to this motorcycle. This motorcycle is guarded by Evan. Now, starting the Evan fight doesn't lose you a lot of time, but we don't want to start the Evan fight, because I don't want the cutscene to play out. As well, it can mess with the motorcycle grab. So what I want to do is I want to veer off on the left here. If you do that, you don't start the Evan fight. If you veer off right in the center, Evan will start, and then you have to get back on the motorcycle, and Evan can potentially hit you. It's not run loss if Evan starts, it's just not good. Like, you don't want that to happen. And also, you get clown music, so there you go. Wow, what the... Dude, the wheelchair. Who's putting all these things here? Okay, so, for one, this hole in the wall from earlier, you may remember this. There's money in this hole. We need this hole. There's money here. Also a jump scare zombie. Get out of here. Alright, that is the rest of the money routing, and that will actually... I perfectly routed my money. That's actually perfect routing. I think I killed one too many ATMs, but... outside of that, perfect money routing. Now, we're going to be fighting the twins. The twin fight can go one of two ways. First, here's how I park. Just head on ram the fucking door. So, before we fight the twins, we're actually going to need another LMG. The LMG is going to be a bit important for a few things here. Mainly because it has a lot of ammo. So, if you remember earlier, the LMG can always be gotten from this bush. It's always there as long as no one in your party has an LMG. So, maybe you're doing this co-op, maybe you're playing the game. If you don't have an LMG, it will spawn back here every time. The LMG is always here. Keep that in mind. It's a good weapon to have, too. So, now that I have the $1 million, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to the club, which is right up here. It's these escalators. You only go here like once in the game. Whee! I I think it's skull, like the chewing tobacco. So now that we're in Club Skull, they're going to steal my $1 million. It's sad stuff. They took my ribs, they took my $1 million. Now, we can kill one of the two twins. I'm picking Crystal because she bullied me last time. It doesn't matter who you pick. The only thing that matters is you need to concentrate all your shots on one of them. You can pick which one you want. It doesn't matter. Pick the one you hate more. The main thing is you only have so many bullets and you need to space them out. You can shoot Amber once, or Crystal. Just, you know, make sure you're constantly shooting. And don't again, hold it down. You want to mash it. Like, just tap, tap, tap. If you tap it, you'll get good stuff. You don't want to lose the gun. It's a pretty good fight. I got really lucky that Amber whiffed that, by the way. Oh my god. Alright, good fight. If you kill one, the other will die. So, we're all good. Exactly, just tap it in. So, now if you're wondering, why do you want to keep the LMG? It's actually just because you need one gun. You need one gun for the next area of the game. Because there's going to be some goons you need to kill. And killing the goons will be good. So it's going to veer off to the left here and making our way back to Palisades. Because we're going to be going to the hotel. And the hotel is across from the Aquana, I think it's called. But we need something in the Palisades. It's not just a good route. The Palisades has a really weird weapon, and it's just a really weird interaction. I'm just going to keep it a surprise for right now, because I think surprises are fun. But this interaction in the game acts really weird, just because... Alright, I'm not going to spoil it, let's just say that much, but we're going to the toy store, because Frank West really likes ray guns. Okay. And no, we don't need the 6-shooter. Although if you want it, it's still, you can always go back to Uranus Zone, and it's there. Like, you can always get a new one. That is always an option. It's actually a really strong weapon casualty, so it ain't bad. Okay, yeah, the Atlantica, that's the name. The Atlantica. So for the Atlantica, we're doing the same route we did in Chapter 1-2. To go meet up with Rebecca initially, just kind of go up here. That was neat. And then we can go back. Sometimes you get those good jumps. That was a really good jump. Shame I was wasted in this hallway. Exactly, Oh Hi Chun. A 6-shooter in Uranus Zone. All the good stuff is in Uranus Zone. Who would have guessed? You can actually go out of bounds, and it'll happen later. I might need to actually reload a checkpoint if I mess up the game. We'll see how it goes. So the reason I wanted to keep the LMG is because in the hotel, I'm going to have some of TK's goons. So you haven't noticed TK, the game show host in the beginning of the game, is the main villain. How shocking. How shocking. So what we're going to do is we're just going to shoot the goons with the LMG. Headshots will take them out quick. And also, I don't need to worry about ammo management, because if I just kill one, I get new guns. Although, I'm getting my ass kicked right now. Thank you. Okay, so once you kill all these guys, the elevator will open. You just sneak in, touch the button, it's active. Oh no, I only have 1 health. How am I gonna beat this boss fight? So, just watch and I'll explain what happens after you see. I need to get back my $1 million. There's only one way I know how. Okay, so we just destroyed a helicopter immediately using a toy ray gun. Why does this work? How the fuck does that work? So the reason why this works is because all toys in the game act as throwable weapons. So this fight wouldn't be locked into it. All throwable items and weapons do more damage to the helicopter. Right? So, by that logic, if I'm just spamming rapid-fire throwable weapons, I'm going to be saving a lot of time, because it's essentially nuking the helicopter on every throwable weapon. And that's why that saves so much time. Okay, so now we're on 7-1. This is like the case where, like, oh, hey, the military's here, we're safe. And that's why it works. It's really fun, and it also works in Base Dead Rising 1. You don't use that weapon, you use the spitball launcher. But now you notice that I have $1 million. I have a lot of money. What are we doing with all this money? I didn't only grab the money for, you know, TK. I'm gonna spend this money. We're in Vegas, baby. First things first, if you have been hemorrhaging your skateboard, this is the time to get a new board. As well, we get coffee creamer. It's needed. Right now, as well, I like to have burner boards all the time. So not only am I getting a new board, I am also going to be getting rid of this gun. I don't need it. Just 2 boards. And, as well, we're now going to be making our way over to the looter shop on the 2nd floor, because this has a special item I can buy. The coffee creamer will come in handy in a moment. I'll explain that once we get there, but just do know you need it. It's very important for what we need to do later. We're at a point where we can only run, so it's gonna be nice. 1, I buy the sports car. What this is going to do is it's going to allow me to have a sports car, and that's going to save me some time later. And now I buy Zombrex, which is the, you know, all the money I just spent.
Fine.
So now we have Zombrex. That will come in handy later for one of the in-game events that gets us the true ending. And I have the sports car, which is that car right there. Now you're thinking, why in the world do you need a sports car? It's just a car. Why would you need a car and like locked into one room? It actually comes a lot more in handy than you think it would. And I know I'm taking a hit on time right now. Like, I'm going to save probably a minute in the next area. So, like, even over the co-op routing that my splits are comparing against, you'll kind of see how much time saved that the coffee creamer really gets me. Alright, so right now, what we're going to do is just make our way back here. Here we go. And then you learn the military failed. They're dying to the zombies. It's a inside job. Oh no, and now we have super zombies. What's more annoying than regular zombies? Super zombies. And now we have our next boss fight of the game. The Last Stand, Boykin. Boykin is considered one of the harder bosses. I don't think it's harder than 4-2 once you get the hang of it. It's actually a really weird strategy to do. And I don't know if this is the current strat. I've been doing it. It works really well for me. There's 2 strats you can do on Boykin, though. But before we get to Boykin, again, I'm going to abuse this board a little bit. Because we're going to the bar. We need some brewskis. More importantly, we actually need orange juice in a blender. So, I'm going to get rid of this board. I don't need it anymore. And then we're going to put that in and the coffee creamer. I'm going to get that board back in a moment. But right now, we get Quick Step again. If you remember earlier, Quick Step made Rebecca run like wild. She ran really fast. But I don't really need this board if you're wondering why, because I'm going to get this guy's shotgun. It's a very good weapon to have. Oh, please, thank you. You want to make sure you don't get spat on. It's very important. Getting spat on is bad. These guys swarm very easily. Okay, now we take the new board, and we're going to be using this to go into the, past the Hawaiian shop, and into, like, the little underground parking structure. Going through the tiki bar is a lot safer than going through all the zombies, so it's you know, it's convenient. Also, if you need help, the tiki bar's there. Right? It's great. So, 7-2 is the boss fight, and I have a shotgun. There's a few ways you can do this boss fight. Personally, I think shotgun's been my favorite. And what we want to do is we actually want to get in range of them. So I'm going to dodge roll behind. I'm just going to hide behind these pillars. Let them go. And now I'm going to let them approach me. So I'm going to start pumping them full of lead. What this does is this bolt does damage to them. Oh god, no. That's fine. This bolt does damage to him, and you can see he goes for melee attacks, right? So traditionally the melee attacks shouldn't be hitting me. And you can see this does a lot of damage. As long as I keep my distance, I'm going to be able to avoid getting hits, and I take no damage during this fight. Because normally, as long as you're not being too greedy, you can get a lot of damage. You don't want to get too far away, because then he'll shoot you, and as you can see, the shots do a lot of damage. Uh-oh, I might be dead. Hold on. I might be dead. I might be dead. No, we're not dead. Nope, now I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead. No, he didn't kill me. Oh god, no. Well, that's close. Where'd he put that grenade? Hold on, I'm gonna play this risky. Play this nice and safe. There we go, very easy peasy. Not Monka S in the slightest. Hey Drew, how's it going? Not Monka S in the slightest. Easy fight. Okay. So, normally you level up from this fight, so that's good. Also, I'm actually going to want another assault rifle. There should be one over here. That one gives me more stuff. Now, Rebecca's going to yell at me when I talk to her, right? What we're going to do is I'm going to drink the quick step, and we're going to pick her up. Now, watch how fast we go. Frank West is really excited to take Rebecca back to the safe house, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Look at him zoom. So, normally you have to carry Rebecca. There's no way to go faster. So, you just take quick step, and then you'll be good. Exactly, Juo. It's like a man on his wedding night. You not know what I mean? He's very happy to put his wife and tuck her into bed, because he's being so sweet to her. Ah, that was a one, smarty. It's also really easy to dodge zombies this way. There's few ways you can go. Usually I go to the tiki shop, but I just kind of whipped it. What we're going to do is we're just going to be running on the right, because that's where we're going to end up. Exactly, it's Coomer speed. So you can kind of see the general idea of wanting to stay in range of Boykin. If you're wondering, again, the times I'm using are comparison to 2 players, so a lot of things are going to be faster with 2. This game actually is a lot faster with 2 players than 1. And right now, the whole thing is we're bringing Rebecca back to the safe house. Now, you're wondering, hey, why did you buy the car? Well, my quick step's about to run out, as you can see. Right? So, I bought a car solely to drive Rebecca Chang back. That is the only reason we bought the car, for Rebecca. And it'll help me in overtime. But, primarily, it's for Rebecca. She likes the finer things. And it's going to be much faster than carrying her, as you can see. Especially since quick step just ran out. Also, there's a fun strat you can do. You want to get her on the right side, because then she'll just, you know, be good to go. If you park it against the wall, though, you'll get on the same side as her, so it's nice. And then you just carry her back. So you could already see, like, in comparison to even 2 players, I'm just going to be saving, like, a good 30 seconds. And it actually does add up. Especially if you're playing this 2 players, one player can make the quick step and the other can just not worry about it and can skateboard back. Exactly, Azon. Rebecca Chang isn't flat. And that's why Frank's into Rebecca here. She's not flat. He even says so himself. Okay. Oh, chat, I missed the 2 AM vibe check. I hope you're all doing good today. Hope you're all having good vibes, chat. Hope you're all having a nice day today. So I'm definitely losing time on this one. Because, again, multiplayer. But we need to gather resources. We're gathering 3 things. A generator, a spool of wire, and something else I don't remember. But it just ran, I think, a barrel of gasoline. What I think? That sounds good. That sounds really good, Ace Effective. It sounds really good. And yes, I forgot to do the vibe check. I saw it 2 o'clock earlier, but I forgot. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all having a nice day today, chat. It is the 2 AM vibe check, after all. Also, you may notice I went for an extra assault rifle. We need this assault rifle for a few reasons. Mainly because it's going to let me kill some military dudes later. And I'm going to be getting bombarded if I don't do it. Also, sometimes the people here just die immediately, but it looks like they're doing alright right now. You see, there's Terry. I don't know how she took so much damage, but Terry's probably going to die in a moment here. Say goodbye to Terry. Terry is dead. Also, while you can skateboard in here, it's not the smartest. You're probably going to break your board. If you're wondering, why don't I skateboard? Isn't that faster? Yes, it is, but there's too many turns. You'll probably break the board. So ideally, you should probably just run. Axton gifting 5 subs in community. Going to Mark Cramhim, Brain on Slugs, a Birdie, Dressed in Zesty, and Chrono Epoch. Thank you all for being here. And I hope you all thank Axton. Thank you, Axton, for 5 gifted subs. And I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream. By the way, this is just pushing the button. I've never had issues mashing this. What do you mean, MM? Alright, safe house is secured, even though all the zombies are still here. We did it. Okay, so if you're wondering what happened, TK got bit. So, what's going to happen to TK? We're going to get him some Zombrex. March Madness? I mean, it could be, technically. Telling Parasite Eve would be the beginning. But TK is currently infected, and we need to give him Zombrex. So, what we're going to do is we're going to give him Zombrex. This gets you in the path for a true ending. This is actually all you have to do. There's nothing else you need to do outside of giving TK Zombrex. And that is all that is needed. The bad ending is TK turns into a zombie and kills you. The good ending is you spare TK and you're a good person. Haha. See, it works. Alright, now that we're in the only lead, this is going to get a wee bit weird. Mainly because I never remember the exact route I need to do for a weapon I need to grab, but I usually have a backup. So what's going to happen is I am going to make my way back kind of over here. And in doing so, we're going to be heading towards kind of the sex shop again, but not like... I always say by the sex shop, because usually people understand what I'm talking about. Like, there's an alleyway you'll see, and it's pretty easy to get where you're going. Gift sub? Yeah, there were gift subs from Axton. By the way, if you did get one, make sure you thank Axton. It's very much appreciated. So, here's the plan. Here's the plan. We're going to the sex shop. In the sex shop, we're going to have an alley right there. You see it? Right before you get to the sex shop. We're going to this alley because this will lead us right to the next chapter. Again, don't follow the arrow. It's useless. Exactly, Foopy. I agree. And you go down these stairs. Hey, look. There's the underground access. And guess what? You're right by the entrance. Where do the mole men live? In Uranus. Thank you, PP. Oh my god. Why do they make these hints? Where do the mole men live? In Uranus. Thank you, game. Very cool. So, for some reason, this room's harder and off the record than in base 2. But the whole strategy is I like to get on the right side of this barricade, and then I just jump. Once you touch this, you're good to go. Nope, apparently the mole men. I don't know. I'm just the game. So this is why you grab the assault rifle. There's gonna be people up here, and I want headshots. Assault rifle's a strong weapon. If you level up, you can kind of be a bit more bold. You can kind of go up here. But we're gonna want to take out these guys too. There we go. Alright, I can actually take one of their guns, I think. There we go. Don't need it, but you know what? Just in case. Because I want ammo. And now we can just go to the back and fight some scientists. We're gonna fight some nerds. Pierce and Mark, they die easy if you have a gun. Very easy if you have a gun. And then we just leave. Oh, give me the skateboard back. Thank you. Nerd bashing time? Correct. Am I winning? I am winning, I think. Technically, although, I mean, like I mentioned, I'm comparing against co-op splits, so I'm losing time natively. Like, a lot of time. Okay. So, right now, we're heading back to the safe house. What I've been doing is I've been getting an LMG from the Yucatan at the end of the game. Because we will need one more LMG. We do need one more. One more LMG. And you'll see why that comes in handy. Also, let's ignore that. Going back to the sex shop is going to give me a faster way out of this. So it's much nicer. And we can just be right on across from the plaza. And anytime you go through the entrance back here, what you're going to want to do, take the car. Take the car. Boarding is fast, but a car is way, way faster. Trust me. A car will always be faster than boarding. Also, I think I was supposed to get it from the Atlantica, but it's alright. It's alright. Let's go. So drive on through. Nice and easy. See, it all works out. Alright. Another cool thing about the car is it'll actually come in handy in overtime. Overtime's also gonna be weird because I can show you an exclusive glitch to overtime, and it's really funny. I don't know why it works, it just sort of does. And it's called the wonky boarding, so just be excited for that. Because wonky boarding's some funny stuff. And it's probably my favorite glitch in the game. Also, looking at me losing 30 seconds right now, I'm fairly certain I'm supposed to grab the LMG here. Or I'm gaining 30 seconds, so. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I just gained like 40 seconds. Yeah, I think I was supposed to go get the LMG from the, from Atlantica. Okay, so we're on the final mission of the game. This is going to be Harvesters. I mean, there's one more mission after that, technically, but it's all a part of the facts. I have Harvesters as a split because there's a very nice time to split during it, and this mission's kind of weird. So normally this is a really hard mission, but just because we did one thing in the beginning of the game, it's going to become a lot easier, and that's a good thing. First things first, in order to get the mission for the facts, we just go to Americana. It doesn't matter where you leave the mall, or the casinos, you just need to get to Platinum Strip. That's all you need to do. It doesn't matter how you get there, you just gotta get there. You'll always go to the same spot. So this is the fastest way to get here, even though it puts me further down, but it doesn't matter because it's always going to route me back to my normal position. So it all works out, right? Also, I think I'm winning. I think it's going well. I think it's working. So, here's the strat. Harvesters are around. I need to break all of them. I'm currently weak. I'm level 10. The military will kill me. The gas zombies will kill me. Everyone will kill me. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to go get an LMG from the Yucatan Casino. As well, I'm sticking to the left this time. That's going to allow me to avoid the military in the center. Also, delete this. Oh, God. That's fine. It worked out, see? Normally, if you have an LMG, you can go straight here, but I did, I gotta work on my LMG routing just a wee bit. But now we're going to be making our way here. And we actually get some health, too, so this is kind of a little bit safer for me. I kind of like it here. As well, making sure to go between the slots. If you don't, the military might shoot you. You don't want that to happen. It isn't really the military. I guess it's actually Big Pharma who's shooting you. But, you know, the sentiment's the same. People are trying to kill you. I think that's the more important part than who's trying to kill you, you know? As well, there's brewskis in here if you need them. And you get polka music. Okay, so now we are heading back. We don't need to worry too much about health. We'll have a lot of it coming up. We'll have plenty of resources. You just gotta make it back to the Silver Strip. There we go. Okay, now that we made it back to the Silver Strip, here's what's going to happen. We're going to go to the motorcycle, right? The motorcycle will allow us to make the, you know, LMG motorcycle combo again. Now, you remember how strong that was the first time, right? This is the end game. This is the reason why we actually did it. Like, sure, it helps in case for, hold on, there we go. It helps in the earlier case, but the fact that you can use it here is busted. Because instead of worrying about all the military, we just walk up to it and shoot. Also, here's Private Cuss and Sergeant Wu. If you need help, you can talk to them. They'll level you up. Otherwise, just feel free to keep moving. We have to break all the harvesters. The main thing, though, is to note that the gun is not infinite. You could actually run out of ammo. So, yeah, be careful about that. As well, here's kind of the route I've been taking. I go here. Again, if I'm losing time, it's because 2 players can do this faster than 1 player. And then we're going to make a loop. And I do that one first now just because this one I have to go back for anyway. And I want to make sure I'm going on the proper loop. And I want to immediately start going down when I get there. There's 2. And last one. Alright, good to go. That's fine. I'm glad I didn't crash. We got 2 more. Now, the reason why I'm actually going for these ones is because when I finish the mission, it's going to work in front of Uranus Zone. And I want to be in front of Uranus Zone because that's where the boss is. So if I go all the way down here, a free warp is much nicer than doing that one last. Let the game do the work for you. See? Nice and easy. Okay, fun trick. Fun trick. Load checkpoint. Currently, the military or the, you know, Big Pharma is guarding Uranus. What you need to do, you need to get rid of them. You can't have anyone guard Uranus. It's your anus. So, by loading the checkpoint, they're no longer there, and you can just waltz on in. Well, exactly, Cars, and it makes sense. It does make sense. Oof. And now, we'll begin the final boss. The final boss has 3 phases, and it's going to be kind of weird. There's actually a major downside, because 2 players can do this a lot faster than 3 players. Because it is funny, Chaldean, and this game is so immature. Round 1, you can actually just do right here. 1, you get the sledgehammer. And you're going to want to slam the hand. Phase 1, you can probably do no damage. Phase 1's really easy. What you do, you just wait for the right hand to come down, and then you sledgehammer it. Sledgehammer will do a lot of damage to this, so it's quite nice. Phase 2, we're actually gonna get health, so it's gonna be good. And you summon all the way here, and then wait for the slam combo, keep going. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the early 2010s dubstep. Why is there a giant mech in Dead Rising? Good question. They thought that this is what the kids would like, Dead Rising. The Dead Rising boomers and all that, you know? Okay, so that's phase 1. Phase 1's easy. It turns into a crab. Okay, I'm actually gonna ignore this now. I'm gonna drink vodka. It's healthy. Now, we're gonna actually go make a combo weapon, and this is gonna be really weird to describe, but you can actually get saw blades and a vacuum, and this is the only combo weapon you use all game long. It's called the Exsanguinator. Now, the thing is, for some reason, the amount of frames of the Exsanguinator just does massive damage to phase 2, and I don't know why. Oh! Hold on a moment, I want to ban this person. That is weird, dude. I'm gonna ban that. I've been getting a lot more of these people. Yeah, I'm getting... That's a weird bot. There we go. Yeah, I've been getting a lot more of that. I don't know why. Anyway, the Exsanguinator can just do lots of damage to it. I don't know why. Half the health. Well, we should have a mod available. If we don't, I'm worried. Aim with the follow. Damn. So you can 2 to 3 cycle this fight very easy now, as you can see. Very easy fight. Okay. And now begins the final phase with actual music for some reason. Here's what you're going to want to do. And it's actually not that hard of a strat, it's more annoying. You're going to want to use the rockets to take her down. Actually, I got unlucky because she can hide. Alright, that's really bad, actually. Luckily for me, I can also hide. Either way, I got shafted on one phase already, so this kind of sucks. I'm losing time on purpose because of that, because the game hates me sometimes. Anyway, what the rockets should do is they should take her down. And with taking her down, you could then slap her with QTEs. And if you have 2 players, one can actually just hop on right after the other one's done, and you can just finish her immediately. It's actually really funny. Alright. Anyway, I lost a phase because the game just kind of ripped me off, so I'm going to try something stupid here. If you wait underneath her... Oh god, I got slammed. I wonder if I can just hide underneath here. Oh my god, that can hit me? That's fine. The attack you want to happen, by the way, is a fire attack. Is that, because you can just dodge roll it. Very easy to dodge roll. It's the Dark Souls of Dead Rising games. So, I'm waiting for this one now, because it's stupid. Alright, it's back. Hopefully she doesn't whiff it again. Alright, she's down. And then once this finishes, I should have the other one. I got robbed of a phase. And we should be done now. I got robbed of a phase. It can happen, it's just bad RNG. Right? It's like Dark Souls. The Dark Souls of Dead Rising games. That's fine. Okay, so last hits now. The run normally ends for A-ending. If you're doing it here, this is the end of the facts. You just get the final QTE after 4. She is down. There we go. Boom. Also, I don't mind eating time loss here, because this is a, this is a for fun one. This isn't for anything competitive. You can enjoy the worst pun in Dead Rising. However, the time does count against me, so it's a bit unfortunate. But I'm doing it all for the worst pun in all of Dead Rising. The worst pun in all of Dead Rising. Eek, back.
Looks like you're a little out of your league, boy.
She grabbed the camera? She did grab the camera. If you know it, you know it. Just wait.
It's Agent S. I'm ready for extraction.
You'll know it when you hear it.
I just have an old newspaper that needs to be taken out to the trash.
You'll know when you hear it. It's not the one you think, by the way.
Crush on me. Too bad I don't dig flat chicks.
Frank. Frank West. Too bad I don't dig flat chicks. Okay, so now we go into overtime. Man, exactly. And the series died in one line, exactly. Okay, so now we go into overtime. We're not done yet. Also, Private Cuss is dead, oh no. So, we leveled up, we're back into the game, and let's see if we got wonky boarding, because this can go one of two ways. I might need to reload the checkpoint if it's bad, but it could be really funny. So let's see. Oh, I don't have wonky boarding, that's weird. Oh, yeah, I do. Wait, I do. There it is. Okay, I do have wonky boarding. Okay, so I have good wonky boarding. I don't have bad wonky boarding. Let me just show you something funny about this game. I don't know why this works, but just check it out. You can just moonchop up anything now if you hold it long enough. It's really weird, and I'm not sure why it works, but like now I can randomly moonjump. It kind of messes with the game's physics, and I don't know why. Anyway, we have to gather a lot of things, so don't blink. First things first, getting a compromising photo. If you're wondering, what is a compromising photo? It's bondage. Also, see, there it is. If it really gets bad and I kind of like soft lock, I'll reload a checkpoint, but it's funny. So we're gonna go in here. This is a room that not a lot of people know about, and I'm just gonna show you. See, it's bondage.
I bet he thought this would never see the light of day.
Also, here's the funniest part of getting this photo. You can just listen. Also, it's cursed accent. It's cursed.
Yes?
You can infinitely play this line. Also, now I can just sort of float. This just happens. This just happens in the game. See? Nice and fast. Oh god, no! I need a fall. I need a fall. No, game. There we go. Exactly. That's fine. Frank's now a helium balloon. Anyway, we're gonna take a break from boarding for a wee bit while I get some painkillers. You wanna chat, you wanna hear what TK thinks about this?
Talk to me.
I just like his laugh, it's infectious. Okay, now we gotta take the car. This is another reason to have the car. You're gonna be going to a lot of areas, so it's very important that I take the car. It's so annoying, but it's TK. Hold on. Alright, suplex.
Spot anything?
There we go. Hey, chat, you wanna hear a joke? What's the difference between a fish and a piano? What's the difference between a fish and a piano, chat? Also, hold on, I gotta get out of here. There we go. Okay, we're pretty much gathering a lot of supplies. That one's there. Also, the driving in this game is pretty bad indoors. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Wait for it. 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 Also, I really hope I remember where to go. I hope I remember where to go. I might need to reference the map. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it is the sex shop. Neat. It's not even the sex shop. It's like this shop right here. Anyway, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Spot anything?
See, it all worked out.
You won't have much to celebrate after I'm done with you.
Okay, next one is, hold on, I just gotta double check. We're going to the Palisades. Cool. Neat. Palisades.
Yep.
Also, I should mention, if you're wondering, why am I not jumping? I'm not jumping because you can actually soft lock the game with the wonky boarding. Like, it's funny, but, like, you can genuinely get, like, out of bounds permanently if you're not careful. Alright, we're going to the Palisades next. We need TK's, like, jockstrap. It's in, like, the sporting store. Anyway! Yeet! Oh, I didn't get the... Oh. I didn't get the moon jump. Well, neat. Okay, I didn't get it. That's weird. Wait, wrong one. We're going to the sports store. Sports store is like back here. Yeah, back there. I'm using the map a lot because I'm not used to this category. Usually I just do ending A. Wait, where's my wonky boarding? Where's my wonky boarding? It's no longer wonky. Now it's fixed. Anyway, here's a jockstrap for TK.
Here's a mental image I didn't need.
Or a men's silk thong. Okay, next is... Cool. Oh god, Frank, your skull! That's fine. Wait, where's my wonky board? Is it gone? Chat, it's gone. The magic is gone. The magic has disappeared. It's gone. Why? Because these are TK's items. He wants them. Anyway, the actual reason that we're here isn't even to be here. As you can see, it's actually we're trying to get to Uranus Zone. Yeah, I guess wonky boarding finally broke. Oh, that's sad. It's always a sad day whenever wonky boarding breaks. We still do this. Whee. See, now we're in Uranus Zone, chat. We're in Uranus Zone. We made it. Exactly. Franklin grew up and can no longer fly. Anyway, now we're getting, I think, some sutures. So we're going to the first aid. I want to say it's sutures. Yep.
I'd like to use these to sew your mouth shut.
You want to hear what TK has to say about that one, chat? You want to hear what TK has to say?
Hey, what you got?
Alright, quick, someone tell a joke. Someone tell a joke. Come on. It'll be funny. Someone tell a joke. Also, you can kind of tell I'm trying to preserve the board because I might need it a little bit longer. I don't want to break it. I don't want to break the board, but we are making our way back here now because we're actually going to the base. We're going to the underground. A few reasons. Alright, chat. Why is 6 afraid of 7? 7, 8, 9. I know that one was weak, but I didn't have enough time I had to use. I don't know if we go to the toy store. Hold on, let me double check. We do not. There we go. Anyway, here's the service tunnels. These are actually the tunnels we want to go to, because this is going to get me right where I need to be. Hey, it made me laugh. And now you just go down here. You go all the way to the back. There is surprisingly South Plaza. People don't expect this. You can find South Plaza back here, and this is where we need to be. See, no one else told the joke, chat. No one else told the joke. Okay, I go. I don't know. How about another one? I don't know. I don't got one. I don't got one. They come sporadically. Yep, there we go. You pulling up, or what was yours? What do you call a masturbating cow? Beef stroganoff. This is mostly resource gathering, I should mention. So it's mostly kind of going to the areas, now we're underground. But beef stroganoff, huh?
Go ahead.
Still funny. Okay, so I still gotta be a bit careful, because this can break. But, what we're gonna be doing is going to TK's old, like, little truck thing. And then, once we go inside of it, we can just, we can get what we need.
Yeah, too bad you don't get a chance to use this.
Alright, so if you're wondering, by the way, before I kind of mention it for the ending, you don't actually need Zombrex. You actually don't need Zombrex. I know it's saying, go, you need Zombrex, you're gonna die. You don't actually need Zombrex. Frank wants Zombrex. Slight difference. He wants Zombrex, right? If I'm shooting,
What you got?
he wants Zombrex. Why did the Scarecrow receive an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. It's heathen. You know what to say to that? Oh no, it's no, it canceled. Wait, did it? Hold on, did it? Oh, it canceled. No. Aw. I finally broke it, chat. It's gone. It's gone? Aw. Anyway, now we're making our way back towards the arena, because that's where the final boss is. And then we get to the actual tech. Most of it's just resource gathering. And there's no more jokes. We can't laugh anymore. It's sad. You know that hand? See, now you're typing, now chat's having the jokes. We can't have it anymore. Alright, we're gonna take a snack just in case. So right now, if you're wondering, this isn't really gonna matter, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna lose all our resources. We got all the items, but we're almost here. All we have to do is make it to the arena. But, before you make it to the arena, guess what happens? You lose everything. So now the goal is survive. This is the true ending, we gotta survive. Don't worry, we survive by eating a giant pretzel. If you're wondering, the knee drop is back. What's the strategy? Knee drop, baby. Knee drop. It's the most effective way of killing. Just back to the knees. Start it as it began. Drop the knees. So I want resources though. Using the grinders isn't actually bad here this time, but I'm mainly kind of going up here for the beverages. See? Now I have fire. So, fun part. Here's the strategy. You just gotta wait. So what does that mean? Well, you can do this. You're just getting insulted or running around the arena. Enjoy the music, but we're essentially getting insulted or running away. Just make sure you don't get grabbed by the gas zombies. Outside that, yell every now and again. I have a lot of food just for this reason. He bravely ran away. The gas zombies are the primary concern, which is why every now and again it's actually nice to make your way back to the stage. Because then you can just reactivate the grinders. Get out of the way. Hot dog. Also, I eat my hot dogs the same way Frank does. I just sort of shove them in. Alright, now the grinders are open. Exactly, by the way. The 4-day-old hot dog. Also knee drops. Knee drop. Drop the knee. Break his legs. And then, once you're comfortable, go back on the outskirts. This is actually what you do for a while. You get insulted, take a sip, and then you just sort of run away for a little bit. It's not too hard, it's more annoying than anything because of the gas zombies. Also, look, now we have a brewski. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna consume the brewski. Okay, we beat it. There we go. Okay, so now phase 2. Rebecca finally does something. Rebecca finally helps. He bravely ran away. Also, if you still had TK's voice line, you can hear it here, but I don't have it, so, well. Anyway, the boss fight. Hand-to-hand combat. The best way this is going to work is you just kind of grab weapons. I like the spotlight, personally. He has a gun, so you kind of want to stay down there with him. Now, avoid the ram. Don't get rammed or ranched. You're just going to beat him up when using a stoplight. TK is the Dark Souls of Dead Rising bosses. See? You sort of tank hits. Periodically he would run, Rebecca complains, just sort of make sure you don't die and she doesn't die, then you're all good. TK is going to periodically jump out, you want to make sure he doesn't ram you. He rammed me. And this is the way it goes. Oh yeah, you're getting a spotlight shoved in your head and a lead pipe. You just sort of keep beating him up. We can tank most of his shots. Now, if you're wondering, the time to heal Rebecca and the time to also get weapons is whenever TK drops. Right now, we can actually, you know, tend her a little bit. That's fine. Rebecca, help me! Rebecca, I'm dying! Help me! She's not helping. Anyway, spotlight time. Okay, that's fine. What we're going to do is drink a brewski. Okay. Hey, cut that out. Just keep hitting him. Keep hitting him. Yeah, TK was the bad guy the whole time. Did he fence me with his lead pipe? He is. He is fencing me. Hold on. Alright, so now I can get the chippies back here. The race to full health. Gotta make sure Rebecca's gonna be healthy, but actually not even full, partially. See, much better now. We're actually playing the mechanic. 2 swings and a dodge. Rebecca should be good, mainly because it's based on TK. Anyway, time. She doesn't need medicine, she's fine. But that's Dead Rising 2 off the record. You just sort of beat TK to death with a pipe. Why is TK getting beat? Because he betrayed you and he kidnapped Rebecca, your love interest. Frank didn't want a flat chick. He wanted a thicky bitch. Anyway, that was Dead Rising 2 off the record. I kind of just zoned out into laughing at TK's lines, but here's the missed opportunity of the game.
Fall to your death.
Like, he had a, like, he tells a joke when the other chick dies. When TK dies, like, you're gonna fall to your death? Oh, good job, Frank. Anyway, here's your love interest.
Hey,
Correct, Grogafa. We saved him just to beat him to death with a spotlight. A true American hero.
You and me go break this story wide open.
Do you get it? He's gonna break her wide open. Do you get it? Oh, no, as I say, I sure hope nothing ruins this moment. Also, extremely loud jazz. Because the audio mixing here is shit. Incredibly loud jazz. I don't know why the credits are so badly mixed.